mental energy is like water, have the full tendency to get scattered everywhere. In this book, The Initiative Psychic Energy, we'll be discussing further onwards how to control that and what should we be focusing on. For example, businessmen, they have a very natural tendency to waste their energy. Most of the businessmen, in fact 95% of the businesses, stop just near the firing line. What does that mean? As soon as the work is getting harder, the output is getting harder to achieve, they start giving up. That's what 95% of the businesses do. That's why they shut down, or they don't achieve their potential, what they can achieve easily. What we should be doing is, as businessmen, you should be first focus on yourself. Learn to control on your energy, have control on your energy. If you can control yourself, then you can easily understand other person energy. If you cannot understand or have control of your mental energy, you cannot get a full skeptical or view of other person energy, because as a business you will be dealing with other people. You will have employees, you will have other businessmen, you will have other businesses and your customers. So to do that, you will have to focus on certain energies that is under you, that is inside you. You have to focus on yourself first. So if you are a regular person or a businessman, means whatever task you want to do or achieve, the bigger things, you have to be busy. But to be busy, that does not mean you have to be in a hurry. Being in a hurry and being a busy person is totally two different dimensions. You have to systemize your efforts. The main point what writer is saying, you have to economize your efforts, because as a business person you are working in economy, you are working with economy, you are working for economy, means the money side. So to be achieving that target, what happens? We start working in a hurry, like in a fast manner, that I am very passionate about things. It's not about passion only. Passion is just helping you start things. What keeps you going is your willingness to move forward, your strong will, plus to economize that power that is inside you. How do you economize that? By systemizing that. You have to do or divide those parts into small chunks. So you are focused on the targets or the task you want to achieve at a time. You should not have scattered energy. You should not be in a hurry and acting a fool and making fool of yourself when others are perceiving you in a different way. You think that you are perceived in a certain way, but that's not the reality, because you don't understand yourself perfectly. For that, see inside yourself, calm yourself down, just like in previous lectures we have decided that and discussed. Then focus on your internal energy, systemize that, economize that, compartmentalize that energy into small tasks. And then once you do that, just focus on the current tasks, not everywhere. So you don't waste your best energy that you are capable of. Every one of us is capable of. As I say, we are superhumans, not humans. I will never tell you that you're humans. You all are superhumans. So, but you don't want to rub that genie out of yourself. You are scared of yourself even, trust me. So the writer further explains that you must play when you are playing, means when you're enjoying, when you're relaxing, you must relax. But when you are working on your business, then only work, focus on your work. And at that time, when it's your business hours, when it's your work hours, that's the only game you should play, means the business, the work you love, the work you are fascinated about. Whatever is fascinating you and that you are putting into your work, means if you have adopted that as your work, that's the only game you should be playing, means you should enjoy it more and more. You should be playing the way with the passionate sports person do. When a kid is playing with the sport, so that passion you should have in your work, in your working hours. Apart from that, you should not be focusing on your work. That's the mistake a lot of people do. And even I was just looking at a video of Jim Rohn. He was saying that when you're going to a beach, go to beach. When you're with family, stay with family. When you're don't take your briefcase of work to your family side or to your playing hours. Don't do that. But when you're working, don't bring anything else. Don't let anything disturb you. That's the key to success. A successful life. What we measure success is either money or work or achieving some certain goals. No, a successful life is different than successful business. If you want to achieve successful life, that's a different game you have to attain. And that is attainable easily by following certain mere rules. And those rules are your habits you have to develop. As we discussed earlier, habits can be developed, broken down, and developed in a new way as well, adopted as well. So you have to break down your old habits, your new habits have to be adopted so you can achieve your best for everyone else around you and for yourself and for your family and for people you love around, everyone. Again, in this next part, he's further emphasizing on your fear, doubts. What he's saying, I'm going to read it as I written down in my beautiful writing again here. I want to read it for you and I want you to listen this part. So as long as you are in doubt and perplexity, conflicting ideas and impulses balance each other. And then you are a man of wavering ideas and a coward. No one wants to be called a coward. Even the most coward person on this planet Earth don't want himself to be called a coward. And what we do is we make ourselves coward. We say to ourselves that we are coward. We make ourselves coward by our own ideas, our own beliefs, our own thoughts that we have imposed on ourselves. Still we say to a third person, don't call us a coward when we are deliberately making us coward, making us say. When we see in front of a mirror, we can never say that we're not a coward because of our own habits. If we just self-recalculate us, we cannot self-analyze ourselves even properly. We will be ashamed of ourselves because it's not the easy task to self-criticize yourself. Trust me, that's the most difficult. Once you master the art of self-criticizing, you will never complain to anyone. That's the best advice I personally can give you. Start critically analyzing yourself. You will stop criticizing anyone else. You will stop fighting anyone else. What he's saying, whenever you have a doubt, a complexity, a perplexity idea, please remove that. Remove that doubt, remove the fear, take the step, remove the hesitation. Then see the result. Then see your power. You will have a different wave set. A wavelength will be changed inside you. As we all know that we are all working on waves in terms of physics. We are all working in terms of wavelengths. A different kind of wavelength will be all taking all over you. If you start removing the effect of fear and doubts from you, you will feel the effect of those wavelengths coming over you, because whenever a wavelength is changed, it gives you an effect. While I'm talking to you, I'm seeing the effect on myself because I am changing my wavelength while I'm talking to you in that certain topic, because I want to achieve that target as well, what I'm telling you, and I am continuously working on that. So please work on yourself on this side. A very beautiful line the writer is saying here. I will quote that. You will have mental paralysis of will, and mental stagnation. That is the thing you have to focus on. If you don't remove your fears and doubts, that's what he's been trying to tell you continuously. You will have a overcoming of fear and doubt on your personality that we all have already. We have to get rid of this thought process from ourselves. We don't have to have a physical burden of this thing on ourselves, and we don't have, it's just a thought process we have to change. Imagine that power. If we change that mindset, what is there to lose? We don't have to buy anything for that. We don't have to spend anything for that. All we have to do is change within ourselves and everything is changed. As another very famous writer, Thomas Edison, he used to say, exactly, I will quote 4 words of his, 4 to 6 words. 4 hours sleep a day is sufficient for any man. I don't believe that personally. Obviously, I need at least 7 hours to sleep. Otherwise, I'm a zombie. So, but that's what he said. The point of him explaining is that after that, it's a layer. After 4 hours, it's a layer. That's what he's been trying to tell us. What further the writer is saying is, stop wasting your time. How much time you spend on rest? How much time we spend on rest? What he's saying, can you answer that question very honestly and clearly? We cannot. We cannot answer that question, how much time we spend on rest. I was wasting 1 hour on my bed just thinking that I'm not fresh enough, I am a bit tired, and now I am criticizing myself. Why did I waste that time? I should have jumped up and, like with a jerk, I should have just stood up from the bed. Why did I not do that? Why didn't I just step out of the bed all of a sudden? You have to critically analyze yourself. You cannot even clearly say these things to yourself because you feel ashamed of yourself. You can't even answer this to yourself. How can you answer it to someone else? How can you tell someone else? That is why I'm saying that analyze yourself, criticize yourself. You will stop fighting with anyone. You will stop criticizing your surrounding, your environment, your situation. You will see that you are the problem and you are the solution. To do anything, to achieve anything, all you have to do is look inside of you. Start looking there. There is nothing you have to do. I am giving you the easiest hack. Why the hell we don't want to do that? Sit down, analyze yourself, criticize yourself. What else is there to harm? Once you criticize yourself, you know where to improve. Before that, you cannot, because if anyone is just buttering you up, trust me, they are not your friends. I can sit here and butter you up in a very good way. That's my specialty. Trust me. I can sell it to you very easily. But the point is it going to help you or me? No. I'm not here to butter you up. I'm here to show you the reality that you are superhumans. Why the hell are you not using your superpowers? Just by a little bit of self-analyzing. Why can we not do that? Give me one solid reason that why can we not do that? Laziness, depression, anything, financial problems, all things are still there and they're going to be there. Trust me, they are going to be there. You cannot do anything apart from getting rid of them in a way by changing your thought process only. I was reading somewhere, I think that it was a podcast I was watching or somewhere, that they were saying, if you go 200 years back only 200 years back, not hundreds of thousand years back, there were no amenities like electricity, computer, or luxury things, no sofa system or some electric sofas were not, there was nothing like luxury there. There was nothing. The most rich person, all he could have is a nice bed. That would also be a wooden bed, and no spring mattresses were there, no foams were there. So the highest caliber of luxury provided at that time was available today or is available today to the poorest person, and still he's not going to be happy, because it's our thought process. We change our perceptions and now we think that the most luxurious thing we can have is a jet plane, a BMW, Rolls Royce. That's what our perception is now. At that time, they were happy whatever was provided to them by the nature and by the human progress of humankind. But what we are here complaining about every day is, oh, we don't have a Rolls Royce, that's why we are not successful and we are not at peace. It's all you, humans and superhumans. So decide what you want to be. Thank you very much for understanding today and bearing with me a little bit. So let's come to the next lecture. Hopefully that is giving you benefit a little bit, even if you're improved 1% in your life with the help of this knowledge. I will be feeling blessed. Trust me. Thank you very much again.